20 kilowatt power modules. You can do anywhere from 60 all the way up to 240 kilowatts out of this. So it really just depends on what power you have available at the site, and the types of vehicles in your area and that type of thing as far as how much power you want the charger output. 27-inch screen on this. As the owner of one of these, you are fully in control of the content on the screen. You can push your own brand logo, push advertising, MP4 videos, anything like that. We've got an optional credit card reader on here as well, but the default payment method is cabinets open. So, but there's a QR code displayed on the screen, and you would scan that using whichever operation software is operating the charger. You would scan the QR code, start the session, but if you add the optional credit card reader on as well, then somebody can just tap their credit card and start that way. We have optional cable management up on the top as well. CCS plug, max plug options. You're free to configure them however you'd like. It only allows to actually basically split the power bank in half. So when both ports are being used, then even if one car is only accepting 80 kilowatts, for example, and the other one could accept, is taking 120 but could accept more, we can't reallocate that. But with our new DH480, we built our own DC matrixing module on that, so it actually redistribute to either port as vehicle state of charge continues ramping up and the acceptance rate goes down. Then we can reallocate in 40 kilowatt increments to the other power. You can list them on PlugShare, all the EVC Finder apps, and so people will drive. If you have a high-powered charger, people will drive to that charger to get the fastest charge possible. So even if you're maybe in a slightly rural area, people will plan the route through there to stop at that charger. So these, data consumption, if you're operating the chargers on 4G, there is an ongoing cost just in the SIM data, because there's a lot of diagnostic data sent back and forth to the cloud. So if a fault ever does happen, you can see all the events that led up to it and that type of thing. But we were aware that, okay, if you have 4 of these at a site, all 4 are basically pulling the same firmware and all of that, communicating with our cloud, and it's just only the diagnostic data that needs to be sent through. And so with that mesh network, the 4 chargers will communicate to each other. So new firmware versions only need to be downloaded on one charger, and then it distributes that out to the rest. And then even if one charger were to lose connectivity, but the other 3 have connectivity, now that charger is still going to be available. It's still technically online. It'll set an alert through your backend notifying you that it lost its own proprietary connection, but it still maintains connectivity through that mesh network with the others. So.